So, I found something the other day which unlocked a memory, a core memory from my brain, something I'd forgotten about for decades. When you're at school, especially when you're a primary school kid, I'm in the UK, so we have primary schools. When you're a primary school kid, you generally need lessons all the time, and every so often the teacher will take you to the school library where you can have a look at the books in the school library. Now, this was quite a magical time because you managed to get out of the classroom and go into a different room and like look at all these books. At a young age, I mean, we're talking like 5 or 6 here. It was like a magical thing to go into the school library and look for all the books that you didn't have in your own classroom, that sort of thing. And there was always a book I'd always try and read. There's a few of us in the group always try and grab this one specific book. It was one of these books with like activities in it and pop-up things in it. And we'd all try and grab it. Now, this book had been lost in my brain and disappeared from out of sight, out of mind sort of thing, until the other day. So I love a good charity shop or a boot sale, things like that, but I absolutely like charity shops. I like to wander through a charity shop because every so often you sort of like, you'll find something nostalgic, or you'll find like I also go looking for the DVDs, so I'll find DVDs that I love, and like old DVDs that you do not tend to find anywhere else, you find them there. So I love to do that. And also like toys, I like to see like toys. Sometimes you'll find like a retro toy, like obviously not He-Man, but you might find like something that you haven't seen for years, like a a Cabbage Patch Kid. Something like that. You never know with these charity shops and that. So anyway, while rummaging through a charity shop, I glance over at the book section and I spot something, and as soon as I see it, it's almost like a punch to the inside of my brain. It was like, remember this? Bang! And it was like, boom. And I've got it here, and I bought it. It was £1.50. This piece of golden treasure from my youth was £1.50. I'll show you this book now. Look at that. If you're about my age, you might remember it. So this book was like the thing. Every kid in my class used to try and get hold of this book to read it because it's got like, and you'll see it. I'll go through it with you in a minute. As you can see, it cost me £1.50. I'm hoping this sticker comes off without doing any damage to the actual book cover, because this is like childhood memory gold. It really is. It's just good. Anyway, it's written by Jan. It's obviously like a Polishy sort of last name, Eastern European last name. I can't pronounce it. I don't even want to try because I will mess it up royally. But if you know what that is, obviously you guys can read it. Maybe put it in the comments if you know how I should say it. Put in the comments, because I know I'll muck that right up royally. But this book was like, as I said, this book was like the thing every kid wanted to try and grab hold of as soon as they went to school library, because it is amazing. Look at that. I mean, look at the book. So it's basically giving you the front door and the back door of a house. And we're now going to have a little look at this. So let's go have a little look. So here we are, and as you're about to find out why this book is so amazing. So here we go. So we're going to find this. Is look already. Look, you can see how epic this book is. Look at that. We've already got the 3D staircase there. Now here, obviously, it says for Malcolm, assistant illustrator Jane Williams. So I'm guessing maybe it was written in England, because it says it was published in London, Melbourne, Toronto. Oh, okay, maybe it wasn't. Looks like American as well, pretty America. So we've got a lot of information here about the book. But the main thing I want to say is, look, it was written in 1979. Now that is obviously, what, 3 years before I was born? I was born in 81, so 2 years before I was born. So look at that. I mean, and to say that this book has been kept in great condition is an understatement. I mean, look at this. I mean, so why did I love this book so much? Because this book isn't just a pop-up book, it's an interactive pop-up book. So look, already, you open up that, and look, there's a little guy in there. There's a little ghost. Can you see him? There is a little ghost in there. And look, he moves as you look at that as you do the book. This is what I mean. This is why every kid wanted to get this book. And if you look up here, there's a little arrow telling us that if we move that, look, the eyes move on the pictures. How amazing is that? And you can easily see why this was a great book for kids to read. Look at that. That is stunning. So we're going to switch page again. And here we get the classic, it's eating us. It's eating us. Again, there's more stuff in here. So, this is where the book's kind of taking a little tumble. So look, there we go. Look at that. Watch the cat's eyes. It's like looking, oh, what's going on here? So the cat cannot open and shut its eyes. And then we've got, this says open, so you can open these cupboards. And you've got little things inside the cupboard, got a expiry thing. You've got, inside there's a little thing. money bags, stuff, mushrooms in there. So it's like a witch's like kitchen. Shark. That's like the Jaws photo. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. Look, that's the Jaws cover. Then we got more sort of potiony sort of stuff. Goodness. Oh god, this moves. Hey, look at that. So there's more stuff within the cupboard. Look, you can actually move stuff around within the cupboard. Let's try this one, see if this does it. Oh look, so look, you get to see different colours on the... This is so clever. And this last one, again, it's just that. And inside there, look, what's inside? Oh, it's like a giant breakfast pasta monster bursting out the thing. So all the food just bursts out the cupboard at you. We've got this, you can open this apparently, and inside there is like a birthday cake. And here, oh look, here we go, look, so the old octopus is washing up. The octopus from the front cover is now washing up. This is brilliant. Oh, it's just so taking me back. Oh, I forgot about the monkey. It's like a King Kong thing living in this, look. You can't sit with any fact, I can't still sit for 2 minutes. Oh my god, look, so he basically folds. How well is that folded like that? In fact, he disappears within there. We've got the old classic ducks on there from the old Coronation Street, I remember. Looks like dragony ducks. Look, there's vampires getting married. We got this old woman here. So look, it says we can spin this. I don't know what it's going to be when we spin it. Oh, it's like the Loch Ness Monster or something appearing at the back there. Oh, it's all different weathers, look. Nighttime, lightning, boats, pirate ship. And the old clock goes round as well. That's room on a broom, isn't it? No, that's actually a famous witch. She's from a cartoon show. And as you see, obviously the fire spinet going there as well. Look at the flame decorations. I think that's right for this side. So there's that. We turn it over now. And we're in the bathroom now. And look at this. Look at this creature. Look, try and get you see better. Look at that. Look, next to him from the side. This is what dreams are made of. This book, they should make a movie out of this book. Look at this, look. Oh, the crocodile is eating the bath. He comes up. Oh my gosh. This book just is the gift that keeps on. Lift the toilet. Now, what is under here? There's a cat in the toilet. There's literally a little cat in the toilet. I love that. What's the stuff to the other side? And then we turn over. Oh, we're now in the bedroom. So, what have we got here? So, hey, look, the skeleton comes out. Woo, woo, hello. Hello. Funny bone styles. What's up there? Oh, the cat's back again. So you can do the cat and give him sneaky eyes or... Up there. What's over here? So we've got his bed. There's a ghost. Oh, the freaky ghost in the bed. Oh, look at this bat. I think this is even out of frame. It's so big. Look at the size of this bat. Let's try and up this camera up a little bit. Look at that. It just appears from out of the book. Bang. That's the end of the book, though. There's a saw here cutting through a box. TVs. Don't do anything anymore. But look at that. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. So you basically work your way through the haunted house, and that is the end of the book, and then you leave through the back door. How many memories are unlocked there? How much? I remember vividly that. That is the core bit of memory I've got. This like witch and the funky eyes looking around. That's what I remember the most. But the fact that, oh, there's a spider up here. I didn't spot that. Oh, he hangs down. Look, this little spider hangs down. A bit of string. So, I mean, there's a little mini story that runs along the bottom. But like, this is just shockingly amazing. There's like a UFO up there flying around. Obviously, like, the fact we can make stuff move. You can do so. You can see what every kid wanted to go. And I'm surprised that all this is still together. Because it's just paper and card, isn't it? So, you can imagine how easy these things can get ripped off. You get kids get older and they rip these doors off. The fact I found this in immaculate condition is ridiculous. Another one at my school, I think like the Guru had his arm ripped off at some point. I remember that being a thing. Oh, look, I didn't notice this for the first time. Look at that. The birds can fly. It's like the artwork is stunning in this as well. I love the artwork. And it's the little detail, like the spider web sort of, I'll show that. It's hard to see there, like the little spider web there, and this like, just the little details in this are just stunning. And obviously the favourite, the booing skeleton that just, bang, it just pops, like flies out that door. That's the little mice, but like, it's just such a great idea and a design. And like as I said, it has remained locked in my brain, and it just flew out the second I saw it. Much like this batter's just flown out, it flew out of my brain. As I said, just I love this so much. So there you go. Look at, I mean, the nostalgia, the good feeling you get from nostalgia. Whenever I see something nostalgia, I get this massive good feeling. Look at the t-shirt, for God's sake. You can see it's all about nostalgia. I've got He-Man up there. I've got Batman the Animated Series toys. I've got the Ninja Turtles up here. And various different things. It's all about nostalgia. I love it. I love that feeling. And finding something like this is just like, just hits a big nostalgia kick. It's like, almost like I suppose it's like when people take drugs. I mean, I don't take drugs myself, but I suppose like when you take drugs, you get that weird, like, whatever that feeling is, the addiction, the thing that you want. This does this for me. Like, finding something nostalgic is like an addiction. It's like, oh, like, I get that, whoa, like, moment, and I suddenly get rushed back to being a kid again. That's what we all want to do. We all love to go back to that feeling of being a kid again. The stuff it does. So, let me know in the comments, have you ever found something in a charity shop or a boot sale that you'd completely forgotten about, and when you saw it, you suddenly was like, boom, reminded of it, almost like a bullet to the brain, and reminded of, like, charity shops and of nostalgia in your childhood, and it takes you straight back to there. I mean, for me, my childhood, like when this is all sort of happening, will be the early to mid 80s, probably like the mid 80s sort of thing. So stuff like your He-Man and Transformers, that was all around this time. But books like this, just memories. So, like, as I said, if you put in the comments below something that you found at a charity shop or a boot sale or a thrift store, I think they call them in America, or any of those type of things, garage sales, where you're like, you completely forgotten about it, it's gone, and suddenly it's there, and it's like your brain just kicks it back into gear again. It's just like, oh, let me know. And also, if you like this video, please comment. If you don't want to be interested in like seeing this video about this, please share and let me know what you think of it. All right, anyway, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you guys soon. And if you like these videos, subscribe as well. Catch you later. Right, also, forgive the Daryl picture. My wife loves him. I have to stare at that because this is, you can't see it, but my bed is basically here. So I have to stare at that before I go to sleep every night because she loves that guy. Anyway, guys, enjoy yourselves. Bye.